What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk about what I've been doing inside my business that's actually working to start getting my sales to get back to somewhat normal. Compared to normal being compared to post 30 listings a day. So what I mean by that is when I was doing 50 a day. So when I started doing the 30 a day, everybody knows, I mean, if you've been watching any of the content, that my sales kind of took a plummet. Of course, that's to be expected. Couple that with the fact that I went on vacation around that time, uh, it just kind of threw things all off a loop. So we're gonna be discussing what I'm doing inside my business, and maybe you guys can say some of the things that's been going on with you inside your business. That's what's been working for you guys as well. So let me know if you guys can hear me. Sometimes I have problems with this microphone and whatnot. So appreciate you guys for coming in. We got Miss Lachey's up first. Good evening, Marcus in chat. What's going on, Miss Lachey? Hillary was good. Welcome. Hope you guys are doing good. Bobby, what's going on? Audio's all good. Nice. Cool. So thank you. Appreciate that. So what's up, Tony? How you doing, bro? Um, so earlier, well, yeah, today I had to go and get my car looked at. So I've been putting all these miles on this car, right? You guys know I hadn't had this car like 4 or 5 months yet. And I've already had to go take this car to the shop and get work done on it. So wish me luck, guys, that I save up enough cash real quick to just go buy me a clunker because it's looking like I'm gonna need a new car. What's up, broski? Everybody go, well, if you're a believer, sub to Taught to Prophet. That's my twin brother's channel about being a Christian man. What's up, Rhiannon? Welcome. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Ali, what's going on? How you doing? So what are you guys doing in your business right now to generate some sales or to get things to be to the rhythm that you want it to be, right? Yeah, car trouble. Car trouble's the worst. Definitely the worst. Um, so for me, right, the first thing that I've been doing is, and the most important thing that I've been doing is picking up what's selling right now. So let me share my screen and I'll just go to my performance tab, the sales page, and show you guys what's going on. So we'll go to the summary, sales. So as a lot of you know, right, t-shirts are my number one category. But if you look here at what's number one, hoodies and sweatshirts have beat out t-shirts, right? Now there's a reason for that. Number one is the main reason is I've been picking up a lot more hoodies and sweatshirts than I have t-shirts. I'm still picking up a lot of t-shirts, but I know that it's cold outside, and I know that most of all, somebody's going to be wearing stuff that's going to be more suited to cold weather or outdoors, cozy stuff. So if you notice, it's up 58%, while t-shirts are down 16%. Most of the stuff that's geared towards cold weather, look, even women's tops are down, right? So pants, jeans, and hoodies are trending upward. That's because it's freaking cold outside in the morning time and at night. So people are starting to wear that. And if you notice, the amount of items sold is drastically down. Uh Number of items sold usually is around 900 post pre 30 listings a day. It's around 900 bucks. But so I'm climbing back up the ranks in total amount of sales. Normally, when I was listing 50 items a day, I was at 17 to 18K gross, right? But my net was only around like 8,000. So even with me selling almost half the items, I'm still making about the same amount of money. And now this is only for the last 31 days, so it's trending upwards. Even though the arrows are pointing down, trust me, it's going up. But look at this ASP though. The ASP is up 28.9% from last month. So I'm just trying to keep this trajectory going. And one of the ways I'm doing that is by selling what's working right now, which is hoodies and winter wear. Um, that's one of the things I'm doing. Whilst this and that reselling. Welcome. What's going on, bro? Listing and listing more listings of sweaters, hoodies, jackets, and newer tags items. That's great. That's definitely going to get the job done. I promise you. Focusing on higher sell through, doing more research, watching my spending, honing in on my top categories. Very solid moves right there. Um, One of the things that I've been doing, I've been spending less money because I've been buying less items. But one of the things that I have been doing is spending up on certain items that are worth it. Right. So if, for instance, uh a guy in the Patreon today was talking about a blanket line vintage Carhartt jacket that's union made in the USA. And he was like, "What should I pay for this?" And I was like, "Well, to be honest, bro, I'd pay 25, 30 bucks for that thing, you know. Just depends, you know. He said that the listing was for 40 bucks. It was on a Facebook marketplace, local pickup. And I was like, even at 40 bucks, there's money to be made off that. So it just depends on what your risk tolerance is on buying up on an item, because you could sell those. I mean, a lot of people have tanked the market on them, but you could sell those for about 180, 170, dollars easily. So he ended up buying it for 30 bucks, and he could still make a lot of money off a buy cost of $30 and just average that in. Even with me paying up on my inventory, it's only gone up 10 cents per item. I went from $1.46, I think it's at $1.54 now. So not even 10 cents. And that's with me paying $20 for some items to sell on eBay. Right. So that's definitely working. Now I don't want to just be paying $20 for every single item, because that's going to make a lot of items that are not $20 worthy. The buy costs go up on that. But overall, it kind of averages out over the year. Bobby said, I had bots come through on Poshmark, pretty sure. Join under my closet like 100 people. Bots I didn't invite, then my sales crashed. So I put my old VA sharer back on. So far, it's helping. I haven't noticed anything like that, but I figure that most of the people like that are following my store, it's done by a bot. I'm not saying they're bot accounts, but I'm pretty sure that these people are following me through some type of sharing program. Because I know that's how I'm following people. So if you guys are following me on Poshmark and expect me to follow back, I probably won't, because I don't even know you followed me, because I don't check that stuff. So if you want me to follow you on Poshmark, you're gonna have to message me and ask me to follow you. Same thing on Instagram. I'm not following anybody. Uh, the people that I followed on Instagram, thanks Hillary, are because they're either like diehard followers of my channel and interact with things, and I need to contact them, or I followed you in the beginning when I first opened my Instagram account, just trying to drum up some what's the word that I'm looking for? Activity, notoriety, like just getting my name out there in the community. And anything that happens now is just organic. I haven't followed anybody back on Instagram since Living Redefined Sheila. And that's only because she's so nice and she's the bee's knees. She's not in here today, so she might pop in later. Got some pretty decent jackets and coats that are going up. Yeah, I just sold an Averex military jacket yesterday over the weekend for $135. So if you find those, pick those up. Don't list it as Averex, but definitely pick it up. This is not following its joint Poshmark under my name closet. It's so strange. Oh, okay. You get $10 if they buy something. I know what you're talking about. So like people are signing up with your link or your closet. Are you getting the $10? If you're getting the $10, I wouldn't care if it's bots or not, and just buy all free inventory with that stuff. Hey, what's up, Secondhand USA, Florida? Long time no see. Everything's going good. How's your business going? Uh, for me, I'm changing the whole strategy up. So it's been a while, so you probably don't know, but I'm definitely changing everything about the business, and things are going well. Uh, you're not getting the $10 for it, Bobby? That's strange. Hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't even worry about it then. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I do know that Poshmark is now removing items for being counterfeit. That's new. I'm new to Poshmark, so I don't know about that, but I know somebody in the Patreon this morning said that she got a listing removed. Levi's 527 because they're fake on Poshmark, not on eBay. And I was like, well, you should probably take those down from eBay too. What changes have you made? What changes have you made? So I went from doing 50 a day down to 30 a day. And I went from accepting almost every offer to countering on almost every offer. And really, it's just to make more money with less work. And it's actually working. So I've made the focus buying items 25 and up sales price, average sales price items, with the exception of t-shirts, just because there's not very many basic tees out there that sell for $25. And yeah, I started selling on Poshmark. Uh, I've been there for not even a month yet. It'll be a month on well, I joined on Poshmark on the 1st of September. I didn't list my first item till the 15th because I went on vacation. So it'll be almost a month that I've actually been active on Poshmark. And I made a couple of $1,000s just over there just in a month. So I think it's been a great addition. I feel like when I get more items listed over there and I have a better sample size to pull from, I'll be able to determine how much, money is added to the business on a normal basis. But right now, couple $2,000 is, that's worth it in my opinion. And really, I owe it all to Vendu because if I wasn't able to have my lister do the listings for me, like just and which is it's super simple. But if I wasn't, my lister goes into my Vendu, he adds the listings to Vendu for me, makes all the changes, and does everything except for the price, and then just leaves them in draft form. And I just go through there, boom, slap a price in there, and I can do like 200 in like an hour or so. Um, Vendu makes it very easy, even if you didn't have a lister to do it. Share, follow on Poshmark. Yeah, I use Flip. Flip does all that for me, and it's free. So yeah, it makes it super easy. And I noticed the more that because at first I wasn't sharing or doing anything, but once I got Flip, I started making some sales. So I made sales on my second day. Once I started using Flip, I started making like 3 or 4 sales in a day. Can Vendu delist an item from Poshmark if it has an offer on it? No, what you got to do is you got to go in there and change the like size or something on Poshmark, and then list the item. And after you like make the revision, then you can cancel the order. But no, it can't. I use one shop for sharing and follow and cross list. That's awesome. I've heard of that, but I don't know anything about it. But as long as you got some way to do it, that's all that matters. Um, So yeah, another thing that I've been doing inside the business is playing with my promoted listings, right? It's no secret I've been promoting at 10% for the longest. So all of last month and all of this month so far, the new listings are going up 9% instead of 10%. And next month I'm going to drop it down to 8%. And I'll do that for 2 months or maybe just a month. And I'm going to try to get this promoted listing amount down and see how that actually affects the items being found, or if it's helping more items being sold organically, which in my opinion, I have a really high organic conversion versus promoted on a regular basis anyway, because I'm actually titling listings the way that buyers want to search for them. So therefore, I don't have to rely on that much of a high percentage promoted listing rate to make sales. Um, but I just sold something on Poshmark. Sweet. I'll be more upfront with how that goes in a little bit. What's up, Doug? What items are you able to price above the average market price? I don't really know, honestly. I don't think I can price anything above average market price. Um, I think you can price things right at market. I've never really toyed with the idea of overpricing an item. um, because I know that it's not going to stand out in search in a good way. It's going to stand out as in like, oh, this guy's overpriced. Let me just move immediately to the next one. So, I don't know about pricing above average market price. Glad you're reviewing the promoted. I've been experimenting myself. And what do you find your results are, Miss Lachey? Do you still shop at the bins? Yes, I'm still shopping at the bins. So here's the thing. I get this question quite often. since I've told people that I've been focusing on higher ASP items. I've always gotten a great deal of 25 to $35 ASP items at the bins, sometimes even more, right? But the thing is I'm not finding 90 a day of these types of items, right? So therefore, I have to fill up the rest of the store with fluff and filler, Old Navy, Gap, and Taylor, things like that. And so dropping the listing goal has automatically eliminated, 40% of the items that were filler going into my store. Now, with that being said, I can now focus on picking up $25 items exclusively, $30 items exclusively, with the exception of t-shirts, right? So that's where the vast difference comes in. So out of a sourcing trip, I only need 210 items a week now. So out of a sourcing trip, out of 6 hours at the bins, I can find 50 to 60, $30 items and up. And I can find about 25 to, 30, $25 items. And I'll just fill in the rest with t-shirts. And if that doesn't work, then I'll go back during the week, a second day of the week, or I'll hit the local thrifts and I'll buy whatever else remainder of items that I need at the highest price that I can get them at, or a highest selling price that I can get them at, to make it make sense. Right. Now, with all that being said, on top of all this, there are still thousands of items listed in my store, guys. I got 9,300 items listed. So there's going to be a boatload of items that still sell under $20, under $15 even, right? I can't change the fact that I've already filled my store up with this stuff. But moving forward, I can be more diligent on not picking up fluff because I don't need to pick up fluff. I got enough fluff, I got enough filler, I got enough stuff to fill in the gaps, right? So I'm just focusing on picking up stuff that's actually going to be worth my time because now I'm only listing 3 days a week. I still launch listings live every day, but I'm only putting in eBay hours 3 days a week now. So, Jay, how goes it? Be sure to hit the thumbs up, help make sales. Absolutely. What's your Parchmark closet will follow you. Dixon's Pickens. Um, there's a link for it in the description. It's like at the very bottom. Uh, let's see. I sold several things recently without promoting. I knew there weren't many out there, and I was lowest price or best item. That works. It definitely works. When it's something rare like that, you don't need to give it away. You don't need to force it to the top because it's going to be one of the only results to pop up. What high brand items you picking up now? 25. I'm still picking up the same stuff. Levi's, Nike, North Face, um, some Old Navy sells for 25 dollars. Um, but most of it's like just basic bread and butter vintage sweatshirts and Nike hoodies, Reebok hoodies, Gap hoodies, you know, things like that. Um, nothing has changed about the items that I'm picking up except for I stopped picking up the items that don't sell for $25 and up. That's the only difference. I haven't like went out of my way to like find exclusive items except for, every now and then like I have a lady that sources for me, and this has only happened twice, three times that she's brought me brand new tags items. She hasn't done it anymore. And that was a few weeks ago. Um, so I mean, if she brings more, I'll buy them. But for the most part, I'm just still going to the bins, picking up the same stuff I picked up. You'd be surprised, guys. Wrangler will sell for $25. So you just got to find the right stuff. And there's no shortage of Wrangler, Levi's. There's no shortage of Cool. There's no shortage of North Face at my bins. So I just buy that stuff. Also, I'm finding I get views and watchers a lot quicker without promoting. Seems some promoted items take up to 4 to 5 days to get any action. I'm gonna have to pay attention to that. Living redefined. This is Sheila. This is who I was talking about, guys. This is the most recent person I've followed on Instagram. Just got here having a good sales week. I'll promote it though. Well, that's better than not making sales. Jared Dolan, what's going on, buddy? Why are you not on the call? Oh, I know why you're not on the call. Say less. Don't even say nothing. I already know why. But yeah, so hang on. With the sourcing, I think most people underestimate the items that they find the value that they can go for, right? So if you're sorting on 90-day total, you're just gonna you're just gonna look at the average of what items are selling for. You're gonna have to do a little bit more digging. You gotta look at the highest plus shipping prices as well. Then you determine, do you have time to sit on this item? If not, go ahead and sell it for, the average price that you're seeing. I have plenty of space, right? So now I can hang on to an item a little bit longer to sell it for over $20, right? Now, if I was still in the midst of like fire selling all my inventory, everything must go right now because I'm listing 90 a day and not selling enough. Uh, I'm running out of space. But right now, I'm listing 30 items a day, and there's times where I sell 30 items a day. So therefore, I don't net any new items that day. Nothing gets added to my store. My store size does not grow. Therefore, I'm not running out of space. So other than that, I don't feel the need to just like run 70% off markdown sales to get rid of items. Um, let's see. Do you make more money with the new strategy? Yeah. I make more money considering the amount of work that I put in. I'm making about the same amount of money that I was making before, but my net is higher. So beforehand, like my gross was like 18K a month, right? My net was about 83 a month. So now my gross is like 14K a month and my net is still like 83 a month. So I'm making the same amount of money. I'm working 4 less days a week and I'm listing, 20 items less a day. And so um seems to be working for me. I have 2 sales on eBay and one on Poshmark. Let's go, bro. That's better than no sales. Do you still sell the same amount of items per day or less? I sell less items a day now because the strategy before was to accept almost all offers, right? And so here's the thing, right? I was losing almost all counter offers that I was accepting or that I was sending, right? But you got to put in a context that most of the time in a day, I would probably send 6 to 7 counter offers, right? Now I'm sending like 20 counter offers a day, right? Because I'm not accepting those items automatically. Before the strategy was accept almost all offers that came in, unless it was like stupid lowball, right? But so now instead of me automatically accepting these offers when they come in, that's more offers, more counter offers being sent out. Does that make sense? Since I'm not automatically accepting them, the only option is to counter. So that gives more counter offers time to be accepted because I'm sending more of them. And so I'm making more money off that. And then with that being said, I was selling like 35, 45 items because I'm accepting all offers. So now since I'm not accepting all offers, I'm only selling about 25 to 30 a day. But today I'm only at 11 sales. So let me share the screen. Today I've only sold 11 items. So there's days where I don't sell a lot of items. Um so just go to the overview. I got an offer. Let's see what that's looking like real quick. So Levi's jeans, $20. Someone sent a $15 offer. I will accept that offer. Now let's go back to so I've sold 11 items for $334. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about, right? Um, if we look at the amount of money that I've made off such a low amount of sales, right? Normally at this time of the day, if I was still listing 50 items a day, accepting all offers, I would be at like $500, right? But I would have had to have sold minimum like 25 items, 30 items to be at 500 bucks. But now I'm at 11 items. I just sold another one and I'm going to be at 350 for the day. Now, while it's not a lot of items being sold, let's just look at the ASP for today. Mind you, my ASP for today, for the whole day, used to be $18. My ASP for a normal day. Look at the ASP today. $30 for 11 items, right? So, in my opinion, everything that I'm doing is working. While like these numbers are down compared to the last month, that's because the last month before that I was doing 18K gross, right? Losing losing a lot of profits because I was just giving items away. I just sold another item on Poshmark. Sweet. So, you gotta measure it on a scale, right? If what you're doing works for you, continue doing what works for you. But how are you gonna know? How are you gonna know if you can make more money if you're not more diligently making the effort to maximize your results? And for me, that's all of this last 2 months has been is testing the limits and not because I've added Poshmark, right? So I've added Poshmark to the, what do you call it? The tool belt, maybe, I guess. I've added Poshmark as another stream of income. So what I don't make on eBay, Poshmark picks up the slack, right? So now I have the comfort to test the limits on eBay of what I can really do and like how I can maximize these results without the damage of me not accepting all offers, without the money that I was making from accepting all offers. If I lose to a counter, Poshmark still makes up the difference, right? So I feel much more confident in the fact that I don't have to accept all offers just to make my bills, right? Because now I got Poshmark coming through in the clutch, making a couple $100s a day, So therefore, that's all extra money. And it's not really extra, but it goes towards the bottom line. You know what I mean? So like I don't have to worry about, oh well, I only sold 11 items on eBay today because I sold a few on Poshmark too. So I'll still hit my $550 a day goal that I have, which is really an arbitrary number because I don't even need $550 a day to cover my expenses. You know what I mean? And then since I'm listing less items, my expenses have gone down. Um, I source in bulk online and had some great finds lately. I told you about turning 4 into 80 4 or 5 times using auctions. I ain't mad at it. I wouldn't be mad at it either, Sheila. You've been doing your thing. Keep it up. Doug says we're finding better items at yard sales versus the bins. A lot of newer tags items. Yeah, keep it up, bro, because yard sale season is about done where we stay at. So got to get it in while you can. Hi, Marcus. Could you tell us about Flip, pros, cons, etc.? Thank you. So I don't think there are any cons. It's a free program. I'll just share my screen real quick. Beat Up was asking about this too. So if anybody sees Beat Up in the comment section, tell them to watch this live. So this is Flip, right? It's free. It's just a Chrome extension. And so I use it to share. I share my items 4 times every day, 30 to 60 minutes between each full share. So that means the whole closet. I'll wait 30 to 60 minutes and then I'll share the whole closet again. And it's on random because at some point I'm going to have more than the daily limit. I think is 10,000 shares a day on Poshmark, and then you get shadow banned or you get put in Poshmark jail. So until my store grows to that size, which is one of the reasons why I'm not flooding my whole store over on Poshmark as quick as I could, because I know I'm not going to be able to get visibility on every item. But the randomize allows random items to be seen. And then I'm auto sending offers at 25% with a $5.95 discount shipping. Because as I say, and I'm doing it 5 minutes after I get a like on the item. Now, as I said, this is all extra money. So I'm not necessarily worried about the fact that I'm sending 25% offers with the $5.95 discount on shipping because I'm pricing my items up on Poshmark about $2 to $5 more than what I have it on eBay to account for that. Poshmark just has a different type of buyer to where they'll pay for more, they'll pay more for an item. And bulk offers is the same. And then I just use I'm following 75 fresh closets, 75 just joined users, and I unfollow 100 every day for a limit of 500 people. I don't know what the difference is between these two, fresh closets or just joined. I don't really care to know. I just know that I'm following people and unfollowing some people. And then I'll share 5 items from each closet, and then that's that. It's simple. You can set it up however you want to do it. That's just how I do it. And then so let's pull up my Poshmark closet too. So let's check my sales. So I just sold these items. Let me check the closet insights. So today I made $30, which is pretty bad, but I haven't had much action on Poshmark the last 2 days. Then I had 88 there, I had 144 there, I had 157 there. Last month was a little bit better, but this is 41 listings sold in what 10 days for $700. So that's all right, 700 additional dollars than what I had. And this is like I said, I haven't even been listing on Poshmark for a month yet. So I think that's okay. But when we come down here, we look at most of my sales are on offers via flip, right? These are bundle sales. This orange chunk right here for $123 and then $46 on buy it now, which so I'm still making buy it now sales. But since those offers are being sent 5 minutes after someone likes it, then I'm definitely getting traction. So I've only got 2,300 items listed on Poshmark right now. The bulk of those being men's items at $33,000 of inventory. Um, so you can list men's clothing on Poshmark and it'll sell. Um, so I think it's going okay. I haven't been listing like I should be in the last couple of days, just because life in general has been crazy the last week or week and a half. As you guys saw in my last video, I actually forgot to list for a whole day. And that's saying something because I have never missed a day of listing since I've been on eBay. Um, let's see. Tuesday is the worst day for me. I always slow sell. Sometimes Tuesday goes bananas for me. There's no rhyme or reason with my sales, man. Like it's gonna do what it does regardless. Sales are very wacky right now for sure. Sunday I did $400 in sales, a lot for me. Then yesterday and today $150 just low. I've also seen really high sales day during the week too. Yeah, I did 700 something bucks, $760 on Sunday, and then the next day I did 350. So it's all over the place for me too. Did you try Posh Live? Would you be interested in selling this way? No, I don't. I don't have any interest in doing that. I got approved on Whatnot, and I'll probably never use it. I say probably because I don't know what the future calls for, but I got no interest in standing there holding up some stuff, talking to a camera. If that was the case, I would film haul videos. That's just not something I'm interested in. With the ridiculous offers, I'm declining more instead of counting. Me too. That's another thing I've been doing. I've just been declining them. I ain't got time to play with nobody these days. And when I do that, they come back with a much more respectable offer after that, uh, that I usually end up accepting. Most are coming back with something better. Yep. Then I counter. The jury's still out on this strategy. I think it's working for me, um, surprisingly. But somebody said in the comment section one day, they're making an offer because they're already interested. They already want the item. They're just trying to see how low they can get it from for you. So I just stopped playing around with them. Let them know, either you're going to buy it at a respectable price or you can definitely find it somewhere else. And I mean, I'm not telling them that, but that's just what I'm doing. Poshmark has really picked up for me. I think the game changer was hitting Ambassador 2 and community sharing too. So I just hit Ambassador, I think. I'm not sure. Honestly, I have to double check. Macari 2 and cross list more places you sell, more people see your items. I haven't gotten on Macari yet. I'm still trying to get Poshmark down. Uh, me too. So far, it's reducing my irritation, and that means a lot. Exactly. What does unfollowing do? Why do that on Poshmark? Because I don't want to be following a bunch of people for no reason. I'm not going to shop with any of them, so there's no point in me following a bunch of them. I'm not. I'm not a. I know doesn't make any sense, guys, but I'm not a social media type of person. Like, I'm not interested in following a bunch of people. I'm at 660. I have like 200 people on my Facebook page. Like, I'm not about that life. I'm at 661 for the month on Posh. Hi, close to yours. Yeah, I mean, we can definitely make some extra money on there for sure. I haven't been putting a lot of effort in there, like I said, the past week. So I've only listed 450 items on Poshmark in the last 2 weeks. So in the last 10 days. So normally I was doing about 100 to 200 a day, but I think I've only listed 30 items on there today. I'm gonna go crazy after I get off this live and do at least 100. Only bad about Poshmark is they take 20%. Yeah, I ain't worried about that though. That's just you got to pay to play. And that's what the game charges. So I do it. It's steep for sure. Don't need to pay shipping though. 20% from sales. Awesome info. Thanks. You're welcome. I think once you let them know you're not playing games, they get it together or go away. Exactly. What's up, Josh? How you doing, bro? Appreciate you coming and hanging out. Doesn't following help yourselves? Yeah, but I'm following 500 people a day. So, I mean, if it's helping, it's helping. I'm not sure. I blocked an outrageous, persistent lowballer today. I don't need their $7. Sometimes I do that too. A lot of times, my block list only has like 7 people on it, guys, and I've been on eBay for like 3 months or 3 years. So I'm not really into blocking people. Usually, if there's a bad experience between the two of you, they're not going to buy from you again anyway. Um, but when it comes down to like somebody being like just a pest, I just decline and just keep it moving. If they come back with another ridiculous low ball, I would decline and keep it moving again. Um, it just is what it is. Bottom line on Poshmark, just sharing your closet to get the items to the top counts unless for ambassador. I need to check and see if I'm ambassador yet. Because I did all the things and left the stupid love note they were telling me to leave. Become a Posh ambassador. Accept the invite. I'm in. Nice. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, you guys, I wasn't even on live for that. Let me let me share. Rejoice with me, everyone. Alrighty. Boom. Pasha Ambassador. I just did it. So we'll see what happens now. If I get more sales, I'll let you guys know. Let's see. What do I need to be Pasha Ambassador 2? View your Pasha Ambassador stats in progress. So what do I need to do? I'll figure all this out. I don't know what none of this stuff means. This is ridiculous. I'll probably never get Posh Ambassador 2 because I'm not doing nothing, none of this stuff. Exclusive live events. I'm not trying to do all that. That's just doing too much. And I'm not trying to sound like, ungrateful or anything like that. I'm just not really interested in all that, man. Ooh, yep. I got a return on a crisp hoodie. Doesn't work or defective. That made me mad. Said at the bottom was all stretched out and it wasn't. It was crispy. And the pictures provided were a different item. That's happened to me before. Have you gotten the item back yet? And if you got it back and it was a different item, unfortunately, they're going to side with the buyer and you're going to have to refund them 50% of the item sales price. But if you get back the same item, then you can fight it and get it removed and just tell them that the buyer misused the return policy. Um, I've been hearing some of that ain't working. Return shipped. It's probably going to be a different item, bro. That's what I'm thinking. More often than not, that's what happens. But 50% is better than none. I don't know what 50% of it is, but I'm sure it's still a profit. Yeah, that's the instance I would block somebody. I'm not playing no games with somebody screwing me over twice. Um, but yeah, that's how the game goes, unfortunately. Annoying was a North Face hoodie. How much did you sell it for? Um, these are things that happen on eBay from time to time, and unfortunately, that's just what comes with online sales. Like, there's not much we can do to combat that. Like button works, y'all. Sold a polo fleece for 50 plus shipping. Hey, let's go. What's up, Dark Gravity? How you doing? Congratulations on the sale. I just sold a polo fleece a few days ago. The same day I listed it, 25 bucks. I was more concerned with it doesn't work, a defective ding on my account. So you can get that removed. Don't worry about all that. You'll be able to get that removed especially if it's not the right item that got sent back. Easy fix. They'll remove it. It's not going to happen right away, but it'll fall off at the next cycle. Now, the thing you need to worry about is, do you sell 400 items every 90 days? Because if you don't, then you're going to have to wait a year for it to fall off. But if the defect is legit, or if it's not a legit defect, it'll fall off within like 2 or 3 weeks. Um, Yep, hit that thumbs up, make some sales. Jared said, I got a return on eBay today. I sold them a shirt, got a pair of earrings back. I think they returned the wrong item to the wrong person. That's happened to me before. And then so the person left, I got an INAD for the item being the wrong item shipped. Uh, then the person, when I refunded the item, because I had to, right? eBay makes you. Um, they finally messaged me back and they was like, well, I was like, what are you gonna do to make this right? Because you screwed me over and I had to give you back your money. So they paid me on PayPal, gave me my money back. So, you know, that works. I didn't relist the item. I just threw it in the trash because it was a pair of shoes and I was done selling shoes. No más zapatos. Um, just over it. So yeah, another thing that I've been doing inside my business is really just trying to learn more categories, right? Not more categories, but more brands. And so inside our Patreon, Reseller Time does a clothing call where they're just doing deep dives on clothing and, what items are actually selling for. And even though me being in the game for like 3 years now, there's still a lot of stuff that I don't know. And I'll be learning for the next however long I'm doing this stuff. Because if you're not trying to learn, you're not going to make any progress, man. Like you can think you know everything and do the same thing for years on end, right? And be losing money every single year because things are changing, right? So I've been more focused on picking up things that I've sold before, but also being more in tune to like what's on trend and then what phases out because things phase out, especially with fast fashion being the way that it is, which is another reason why I've deterred away from selling women's clothes as my predominant source. Like when if you check this time last year, I was a women's clothing seller that kind of sold men's stuff. Now I'm a men's clothing seller that kind of sells women's stuff. Um, but it's because there's so much variety and so much nuance to women's clothing, and I literally can't keep up with it all. I get whiplash from it. So now I'm just trying to be I'll never be an expert, but I'm trying to learn as much as I can inside the men's clothing category. There's new brands being created every single day. There's new styles that are on trend every single day. Travis Kelsey just started dating Taylor Swift, so now women are buying Kansas City Chiefs stuff left and right. They don't even care about football; they're just Swifties. So this is the type of stuff that we got to be mindful of. Um, so when a celebrity does something that blows an item up, you got to be on point, right? Because there's a short window of opportunity to monopolize on that type of stuff. And these are things that I've been focusing on lately. Trying to catch the trends, trying to ride the waves of what's going on right now. eBay refunded it and did not take it out of my money. There you go. Worked out. I shipped an item via eBay. UPS shows delivered. Buyer says he didn't get it and wants a refund. eBay says I do not have to refund him. Keeps messaging me for a refund. Any advice? Update the tracking. Tell him that it arrived according to the tracking number, and then tell him there's nothing you can do. Got a pair of Fat Farm jeans today for percent sign is 5. So for $5, good job. If you do get the wrong item returned to you, get into contact with eBay customer server and ask for further guidance on how to proceed. They're going to tell you, 100% to refund 50% of the buy cost and relist the item and sell it on eBay. That's exactly what they're going to tell you. Unfortunately, that's what they've told me every time that I've called in that someone sent me the wrong item back, which has only happened like 4 times, but 4 times they stuck to the script. There are scammers everywhere, I guess. It really makes me mad. I recommend not blocking until after a returned item is received. I video getting returns out of the mailbox and opening them. Learning about brands every day. Resell intel is correct. That's, there's something inside of every brand, guys, that sells for way more money than you think it does, right? Case in point, Wrangler brush popper shirts. Who knew those things sold for that kind of money, right? But if you just find a Wrangler shirt with like, Aztec looking tribal southwestern looking patterns on there, you might be like, "Oh, this is different. Let me list it for 35 bucks." And then you would be tremendously underselling that item, right? So like if you don't know these things, uh you're not trying to find out this information, you're just like throwing stuff up bucket price all willy-nilly, you're going to be giving stuff away at a severe discount. um I like adding accessories when I can find them: beanies, gloves, belts, wallets. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that because that stuff sells too. um One of the things that I noticed though, now with accessories, this is back to the topic of finding out what sells inside certain brands. You could be, say for instance, vintage Nike sweatshirts. You could be listing your vintage Nike sweatshirt at $25, right? And definitely be giving away an item. Case in point, a member of our Patreon sold a um, Nike Center Swoosh hoodie for 100 bucks to Tech and Sports. Right? Tech came, sniped this hoodie for 100 bucks. He's going to turn around and sell it for 600, 700, whatever he's going to sell it for, because he's a genius and he knows this market better than all of us. Right? So if Tech can get on eBay, retail arbitrage or online arbitrage, uh, a vintage hoodie from somebody for $100, you know there's a ton of profit to be made in this item. Right? So that just goes to show you that we all have some learning to do. Dude's been in the game for 15 plus years, right? So us as newcomers in the game, we got a lot to learn, right? So that's just a broad category, Nike, right? There's so much nuance and so much variance inside Nike as a whole, and there's a lot of money to be made in there if you know what you're doing. So you can keep pricing your Nike hoodies at $15, you know what I mean? And yeah, you'll sell them, but you can definitely sell Nike for more than $25 if you got the right item. I had a window that popped up and said they returned a different item. Then I sold, then I sold them a shirt, said a shirt, and they returned earrings. This is the same person, and they looked at it and they refunded all their money. Did not ask me to refund any money. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Um, when it's that different, bro, like yeah, there's no denying. But I had two pairs of jeans, right? I sold these people, I can't remember the branded jeans, but I got back some Faded Glory jeans, new with tags, and they was not rocking with me. They just told me to refund 50% of the item and relist it. So I did. Uh some people have their whole business built around buying items on eBay and flipping it on Amazon. Yeah. Some people have their whole business built off buying stuff off eBay and flipping it right back on eBay. Um, those are the people that have been in the game for a while and understand that they can snipe items from new, sellers that don't know a thing about things. They're like, oh, baseball cap, right? Not knowing that this is a vintage, Los Angeles Raiders or Oakland Raiders hat or whatever that goes for 400 bucks, and it's vintage wool made in the USA Sports Specialties. You know what I mean? But if you think it's just a baseball cap, you're definitely going to get caught slipping. There's people out there that have their whole business model of sniping vintage tees that someone just called Metallica shirt. You know what I mean? Or someone that just called this Halloween shirt, but it's really like 1990 Michael Myers original, on Screen Stars tag, and it goes for like 150 bucks. You know what I mean? So like there's people out there that understand what to look for when it comes to the proper items to be able to sell those items on eBay. Now, a lot of these are going to be long tail items because you got to wait for the right buyer to come along. But at the same time, when you're doing this all day long and all you got to do is refresh a screen and refresh a search, you're going to get a lot of options that pop up, and you're going to have a store full of quality items that you can sell for a boatload of money. And the bigger your store is with higher dollar items, the more money you'll make on a regular basis because that's all your store is. It's just great item after great item. So you might only sell 3 items in a day, but you can make $500, $600 doing that because all your items are great. Yep, I already read that one. So that's another thing that I encourage people to do. Once they find something that they can sell for really good money, continue picking that stuff up, but then find things that look like that in another brand. Try it out, look it up, check sold comps and see if that item can be something that you can add to your arsenal of great brands that sell for good money. Because you can stay in the same category, just go adjacent, right? You don't always have to go up. Let me increase, my knowledge, see which brands that I can also sell. Uh, Quality materials makes an item sell. Quality location as far as being manufactured. USA items sell because people want homemade stuff that supports, their nation. A lot of people don't like buying stuff that went to another country that makes our economy not do as well, right? So people are like, I'm only buying USA made. That's a thing. You can get a little bit more money for domestic products. Um, I'm sniping vintage jewelry. They make money from me, and I make money reselling it. Win-win. Yeah, that's a good strategy. I know there's a lot of people that can buy lots of jewelry on high bid or like shopgoodwill.com and then pick out like 5 or 6 good items out of that that'll pay for everything and then just throw the rest away or redonate it or sell it in bulk. And you can make a lot of money doing that. You got to know what you're looking for. Um, because you get a lot of stuff you need to get rid of in that as well. Marcus, can you do a live every day? I seem to get some good sales during your lives. Praise God. I wish, man. I got way too much stuff going on to be doing a live every day. Uh, RA Expressions. Hey, man, finally catching a live. Welcome. That's a nice scenery you got there for your picture. Uh, I buy pounds at a time. Yeah, that's the only way to do it. Um, Now, if I could do clothing is a little bit different, man, because you got to sort through that stuff and it could be a lot of work. And it's a lot of space. It's much different than like a lot of jewelry. But I've bought some bulk lots of clothing and I've made my money off of every single one of them. Never had a bad one. But you can get some straight garbage in some of them. What's up, Key? How you doing, bro? Welcome. Love the outdoors, brother. God's creation. Absolutely. So how are sales going for you guys? Is it a slow day out there for you? A lot of people in the Patreon saying that their sales are slow, which is the beautiful part about raising my ASP, right? Because 11 items that I've sold today, and I'm at 300. Well, now I've sold 13 items for 388, and I got another offer. This another thing that I've been doing is not running the markdown sale. Not running the markdown sale. So I've been selling old items for closer to what I got them listed for. Um, let's see. So normally I'd have items on sale for 70% off that's been in the store for over a year. I just got an offer on these Cherokee pants. Cherokee pants, sleepwear. I got these in a bulk buyout from a storage buyout. $200. I got 800 items. See, look at this price. The offer's for 12 bucks, right? I got them priced at $15. That's 20% off. But I'd had this on sale for 70% off. 100%. I would have not had this item for anything less than 70% off. So I'd have literally been giving this item away because somebody still would have came in and offered me 50% of what I had it on sale at 75% for. Look, I sent this offer, who knows how long ago? It's 788 and it got declined. Now someone's making me a $12 offer on that, right? So I'm gonna accept that. And that's what's been happening to me a lot of times from just not running the markdown sale. Somebody made the comment about, I see you're in the storage business now. Yeah, I guess so. If I'm gonna sell a $15 for 12, $15 item for 12 bucks, you know what I'm saying? And make more money. So now I'm at 14 items for the day and I'll be at $400. So that's still, a pretty good ASP. Let's check this ASP out now. Derek says sales are really good. That's what's up, bro. I had a great weekend for what I normally get 45 over the weekend. Is a new record for me. Congratulations. Uh, just chilling, vibing. What's up, Derek? Yolanda, what's going on? How you doing? Smash the thumbs up. Sales are steady for Miss Lachey. That's what's up. Sheila says I've had good sales since Sunday. Makari has died though. Seems they're never going hot at the same time. Nah, they're not. But on the rare day that it does happen, that just calls for an amazing day of sales. My sales have been consistent 3 to 6 a day. I have a small store, 600, 700 items, clothing with some shoes. I'm at a $34 ASP. I've been strictly focusing on higher ASP and low buy cost. That's the recipe for success right there, my friend. That's what I've been focusing on lately too. Is just trying to raise the ASP. My buy cost is at $1.54 per item. So not doing too shabby in the buy cost um department. So let me see. I'll send some offers real quick. But for me though, just being more diligent about not just giving away my items, guys. I mean, I know it sounds very simple, but when my whole business this whole time has been just get the sell at any cost, that doesn't always make the most sense. You don't always make the most money by just making all the sales, right? You would think so. Selling more items, I'm going to make more money. It don't always convert that well. So, like, look, let me share my screen again. This is the first time in 2 months where I've been positive in the sales. So, see right here, last 31 days, I'm up 0.3% now. When I made the change, now granted, this is based off last month. When I made the change in September to go to 30 sales a day, my 31-day sales total dropped down to 29%, I think was the highest. So I was down 29% in sales. And see, I'm at $14,000 and $14,920. So if I sell 80 more dollars of inventory, I'll be at 15,000 in sales for the month. Like I said, my normal when I was selling 50 items or when I was listing 50 items a day, I was at 17 to 18,000. So I'm gonna be at 15,000. I'll be grossing $2,000 less. And all I gotta do is continue to fill my store up with items that sell for more money, and I'll get back to 18K a month. But I'll be making much more a month off that 18K. Because like I said, I'm still netting the same amount of money off the sales that I'm getting on eBay, and I'm selling way less items. I think I sold another item on Poshmark. Somebody just opened a return on some American Eagle women's jeans, size 16, says they don't fit. At least it ain't a INAD. Tim Doyle, my guy, what's going on, man? Welcome. You the man with the plan, man. I'm trying to be like you, bro. Tim's got a warehouse full of like probably $1 million worth of inventory unlisted on eBay. My sales are finally picking up. I sold a pair of $41 slippers. Yay. 4 items. I only have 185, but the VA I'm using is really good, people. They work they worked the last time. Well, that's what's up. Congratulations, Bobby. Do your thing, my friend. Amazon Prime Day today, so sales may be slower. That's okay as long as I'm selling higher ticket items. That's all that matters. Speaking of Amazon Prime Day, if you guys are gonna buy anything on Amazon today, use one of my links to get there. Help your boy out. Let me get a little small kickback. Very busy 3-day weekend. Number of solds is higher than number listed for the first time ever. That's what's up. Congratulations, Bearded PokeTuber. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Don't know why, but sometimes people will rather pay more for an item than if that same item was on sale. It's crazy, but we'll take it. Yeah, that's the thing, man. The perceived value, right? Sometimes people just, think that something's worth more because you charge more. Let me ask you a question. Your ASP is up, but wasn't you over 600 per day? Is your profit per month up? Yes, my profit per month is up, right? But so even though I was selling over $600 a day, you got to think, right? So if I sell a $10 item if I accept a $5 offer on that item, now the order total is going to go to, let's just say, 17 bucks for shipping plus, fees, right? But only $5 of that is the item cost. $2 of that is going to be profit. The rest is all fees and shipping. So while, yeah, on paper it's a $17 sell, I'm only putting $2 of that in my pocket. So now take the same t-shirt, right? I'm selling t-shirts for 15 to 12 to the lowest $10, right? Because I'm just not accepting anything lower than $10 on it. So now I've made five additional dollars on this item. The shipping and everything still stays the same, but after fees and everything, instead of $2, I'm making $7, right? So let that translate across all the sales. Instead of just giving the item away, now I'm sticking to my gun, standing firm, and I'm actually making the same amount of money net in a month. Like I said earlier, I showed my numbers. I made what, $3,000 less because now my sales are almost up to 15. I was doing 18K a month, right? Making $8,300 a month net. But now I'm at $8,300 net of 14, almost 1,500 or 15,000, right? So I'm selling less items. I went from selling 918 items a month to down to 538 items a month. So I've sold almost half the amount of items and I've still made the same amount net each month. So I'm doing, and I only work 3 days a week now, right? I take 4 days off a week. I still list every day from the draft bank, but I sell less items, I work less hours, and I make the same amount of money. So it's a win-win in my opinion. Like I should have been doing this. I should have been doing this. I opened a second eBay store to start selling sneakers, but I forgot what it's like to start from zero. Yeah, it's a different game, ain't it? You got no track record, no top rated seller, no discounts on shipping, none of that, man. Exactly. Don't give items away just to make a sale. Yeah, and that's something I'm learning. I think if you hang out in the right chats, you get better sales. Well, this is one of those chats, wink, wink. Since I've been watching you, I've increased from 60 listings to 200 plus active and have sold nearly 300. Appreciate your motivation. I just appreciate that you're actually seeing success. That's my heart's posture for all of us to just be killing it on our businesses. My store update. I have 147 watchers on my items and counting. I got 3,000 something watchers, guys. Unfortunately, the doesn't always convert to a sell, but somewhat damaged. I hope it works for you better than it does for me. Um, so yeah, guys, we've made it to the end of the hour. Does anybody have any last questions, comments, or anything they want to say? Um, if not, I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. Definitely could have been anywhere in the world, but you guys are here hanging out with me. So appreciate you guys' support. I appreciate you guys' time. I appreciate being able to just, chop it up and talk, with you guys on a weekly basis. Really hope you guys are going to continue to do well. It is Q4, so you can buy anything with your store coupon that, you've ran low on from the last quarter. So don't forget to use that. But yeah, I want to go ahead and hop off here. Appreciate all you guys' support and all the, consistency you guys bring to the table, man. You guys are the best. You guys make all this possible, man. That's going to do it for this one. Catch you guys on the next one.